Hey, what's up everybody on YouTube? Real JR Experience coming to you with another Minecraft video. Starting from the area where we left off with the farmhouse build, and we took this project to the completely next level, guys. We're going to expand this one and really put a lot of work in there. So I hope you guys are enjoying this, and please share it as much as possible with everyone that you know. And if you're really into Minecraft survival builds, this one's been going on for 5 years now. So don't forget, as always, I stream on Twitch at Real JR Experience. Link down in the description below. Like, comment, and subscribe to the video, guys, and do good things. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Alright, guys, welcome back to the farm. Here in the Kingdom Survival build, and as you can see here, we are just putting on the finishing touches to the roof of the farmhouse here. You guys will get to see in this video a little bit more of the interior that we worked on, and some of the other things that I laid out in the last video there, introducing this farmhouse build. The survival build in Minecraft has been, as you guys could see in the description and I was said before, it's been about 5 years that I've been working on this, and I've had a really good time playing it. I put it aside for a little while, and it was nice to be able to come back to it and with fresh eyes and kind of make things, make more decisions, make things a little bit better overall. Right now, I'm just putting the finishing touches on the roof, and as we enter through the farmhouse, you can see the walls I raised in this upstairs loft area. As I'm kind of working through it, made these temporary staircases, and when I was trying to get over here, I actually missed the jump to the roof a few times, trying to get over there, and eventually just decided that I wasn't going to keep trying to make a super jump in Minecraft. I would just put a block, and then that way I could just climb over there without having a major issue. As I look at the layout of this, I've tried to keep a good consistency of everything that I've been doing, and try to make the build itself maintain that theme everywhere with kind of the same materials, utilizing the same styles, and staying in that medieval-esque kind of situation, and it's really worked. But with having such a gap between the time I played Minecraft on the survival world real regular and then picking it back up now, there's a lot of times that I'm building something and then I'm like, how did I do that before, or what did I do to make that happen? And I keep kind of exploring the world myself, so it's been a breath of fresh air for me to be back here again and kind of remember everything that I've done to kind of build this world. The main portion of this loft in this farmhouse is going to be really to store hay bales. And this is like, aesthetics. I want the world to be functioning but kind of stand still. And at the end of the day, it's going to be like kind of I want to call it a screenshot of the build. So when you explore that world, you're seeing like one moment in time, not something that's going to function or change. When I originally started building the kingdom, I wanted a user-friendly area where I would invite followers, subscribers, and that in my Twitch streams to come in and build their own different things and kind of just make this kingdom. And then we would, once we got built up a little bit, turn on from pleasant mode to a normal gaming mode and go and like fight the end dragon and do different things. But that just never really panned out. And one of the things that I've experienced in this, when I've invited people in, is, and it hasn't happened in the kingdom, but it has happened in other Minecraft streams, is you get people that'll grief. And with something like this, with the amount of time I put in, I'm not really 100% certain how I'd react to somebody that would just completely destroy that world after you put hours and hours, and you're talking years of time into the building. So I've kind of kept this as my own personal project and a way for people to enjoy what I do and even give feedback. I'll take that from people, or if someone suggests something on a stream, I'll try an idea out But as far as incorporating other players, there's nothing really on that table at all. Now, there might be some exceptions later, or even someone that I've gamed with for a long time, but really just someone fresh coming in with this much work. There's a level of trust that I can't, really take that chance with how much time this kind of thing has taken me, and just to have that destroyed is not going to be, very pleasant for me. So right here, I put a main wood support there in that area, and then I moved to the outside, and this was the area in the last video that I was clearing beside the farmhouse, and kind of fell in the hole here as I was putting this staggered roof on. And what I want on this edge here is kind of like a isolated area for different crops that won't be like wheat. And then this stuff all happened naturally. I went in to try to finish the farmhouse, and then as I started looking at the area and bringing the roof in, I kind of got this area, this right about here, where I was like, I have an idea. And that's where Minecraft to me really blossoms. And as you can see, I started immediately just carving away the area, thinking about the tunnel, and I said, you know what, I gotta close this in. I need to get this situation closed in, make an isolated area where I can just kind of hang out and create another crop field off of this tunnel area that's going to go back toward the storage for the farm. And so I just started here, just kind of looking at the way that wall with the dark oak is there, and I'm watching the area on the mountainside and kind of getting an idea of, okay, how do I want this layout to be? Now, fast forwarding here, I went down into my storage area, grabbed myself some stone bricks, lined up the area, cleared the area on the backside there of the mountain, and I'm laying the middle of the tier of the wall here around the edge to kind of just start putting that wall in. Previously, I had a small village here, and then there was a staircase right about where I'm putting that wall on the backside of this property. And when the game had reloaded, I lost pretty much everything beyond the church going toward the area of that sidewall there that you can see in the left of your screen to the right. There was a graveyard there. There was a couple storage areas. I lost my entire mining house. I had a sawmill built. That was all lost in the transition and update in the Minecraft console. So it was really frustrating, and I actually had a Twitter post at one point where I was like, do I continue or do I scrap the world? And several of the votes were to continue, so I stayed. And that's what brought about this giant farm and a whole rework of the area. So right now I'm kind of trying to get everything lined up as to where the wall will be and how that's all going to incorporate. Even right now as I'm editing this, I'm still kind of in the throes of the game and trying to figure out exactly what I want to do here. If I'm going to close this area off completely, if it's going to be open and accessible, if there's going to be some other aspect of it, and how this structure, as you can see the wall there beyond the edge with the dark oak staircases, it's a feature throughout the entire build. It's not just something that just pops up at the backside of that area. It's something that is all throughout the build. Anywhere that I have a different elevation change, I've utilize that wall. So I want to try to continue that as much as I can and keep that situation going, as like we talked about before, the theming of the build. So I'm lining up these these cutouts and moving through this area, thinking about how that elevation area near the windmill above to the right, that's not in the screen right now, is going to be. And one thing, like I said, and you'll probably hear me say it like a broken record, but as I play this game, I get more inspiration and keep expanding a project. So it's, when I start something, it's like it turns into 20 different things, and by the time it's all done, it's nowhere near where we even began. We just started with a farmhouse on this one. We're already expanding into another farm area. This pig needs to get out of the way. Come on. There you go. So, you know, that's kind of the thing, and we'll incorporate this tunnel going back towards storage. This area where I'm building from will probably be potato or even carrots. You know, a farm, you know, the traditional nature with the water troughs there in between, and then the area I believe underneath where the tiered roof coming off the farmhouse. I'm really feeling a pumpkin patch there would be appropriate. It's going to take a little bit of time to grow in survival, but look forward to that. Hey, thanks for watching this one, guys, and do good things.